Hi everybody. I've got a gorgeous big fabric journal here with me, and it measures 9 3/4 by almost 6. I'd say 5 and let's say 5 3/4. And there's the spine, and it's covered with all different kinds of fabrics and doilies. There's some muslin up under here, 2 different kinds of muslin. Gorgeous doily. All the edges are uneven. Look at that, that's just yummy. All kinds of goodies all over the place. This has got a ribbon and some muslin and part of a napkin and part of the doily from the other side. And that's a doily with a gorgeous image. And going inside, the middle one opens it. I made it a different, made it lace, and the others I used sari silk so that you can tell the difference. And on the inside, I made a huge pocket here and just decorated it with a piece of newsprint, and I tied it with sari silk. So you can just undo one of them and get in there. Undo the ribbon, and on the inside I put a booklet. I've got a pretty rose and some French, and it's on a brown paper bag. And on the inside is a pocket with a card. And it's just got a whole bunch of little goodies throughout. It's stitched. It's kind of like a mini version of what I do. All kinds of papers and yumminess. Isn't that just neat? Oh, Oliver says hello. My little Oliver. All different kinds of cards. And here's a big pocket here. I left it empty so you can put what you would like in there. Over here, I did the big journaling card like I like to do, and I backed it with a really sheer brown paper that I stitched around. A piece of lace here. Nice place for writing. Stitched around that, and it came through on the other side. Some more stitching. There's some really cool vintage photographs in this one. This is the stitching from the other side in a piece of eyelet fabric. I did all these pages very similar. Piece of lace here with a flower. Over here is an embossed pocket with part of a doily and some lace and some sari silk and another little piece of lace on top. And it's got stitching down the side, lace over here and here, piece of ephemera. And I put in a cute little postcard with napkin decoupage on the back. And then this is a heavy duty card. It too has been embossed with the matching paper that's been, embossed. A piece of burlap. Nice thick heavy card. Vintage photograph of a family doing laundry, a mama with her babies. More ephemera. A pretty picture. I swear to God, y'all, they are so quiet. And then I sit down here to video. There we go. Hello, Sammy. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? This is part of the papers that were left out in the rain. They had dried, and then the rain got them, and look what it did. Just beautiful. Another embossed pocket here with a piece of sari silk and a doily. You got some big journaling cards in this book, which is really, really nice. It's large enough to hold it. Another card here with some stitching. Beautiful photograph. More ephemera. Nice belly band here with some lace. I covered the paper with lace, and then part of a doily, a little pink fuzzy. And it's got a image in the background with stitching down the side. Could even write here if you wanted. But nice big cards. This is a piece of sari silk that I made a ribbon out of. Did that a couple of times in here. It really came out pretty. It's the dickens to sew, but it really comes out pretty. Another embossed pocket here with a lady with a book. Part of a doily. Another ruffle. And we have a card here. And one of the envelopes. And it's been ripped open like it's already been read. And I put a piece of ephemera in here. And I ink the edges up and stuff. I just love these envelopes. They came out so cool. Okay, get in there. There we go. Beautiful. Look at that hat. Y'all know I love hats. I don't wear them, but I certainly love looking at them. Another piece of ephemera back here with the lace and stitching. And then you've got a vintage image with part of a doily on music paper and lace. And several big cards here. Nice big one. Some sari silk and seam binding on that one. And then part of that old book with that pretty font that I like so much. I love using book pages in my journals. Another pretty place to write. Piece of ephemera. Some music sheet cover. More eyelet fabric. Piece of lace up here. Oh no, this is one of my favorite pictures. And then some lace behind it and the stitching. Stitching from the other side coming through with a pretty flower on the other side of that music paper. And over here is a big belly band with some stitching across here, and that's the ruffle coming over from the other side. Big piece of paper here. And some pink. Look how cute that bow came out. It's adorable. Adorable. A pretty ruffle. I do like the way these come out. They're soft and they're real pretty. Stitching across. Another gorgeous picture on a piece of newspaper. And the lady with her puppy. And lace coming down the side and stitching from the other side. Little mini place to write. Over here is another pocket that's been embossed. There's another pocket in here like it. And my plan was to put one above the other, but then there was no room to put anything in the pocket, so I just used it on another page. Real pretty lace butterfly with a pearl there. And of course the snippets. Different papers. And you could write on this. There's enough space here for journaling and stitching running down the side of the page. And a little business card. And she looks like she's going to go milk the cows. And there's a cow. And it's got the stitching from the other side and some lace. One of those hats that I love. Got plumes in it. A pretty lady. Look how tiny this waist is. Is there any room in there for intestines? I swear to God. That's so tiny. It's amazing to me how little they were. More ephemera. She's got a little waist too. Look at this little girl. They're out picking flowers, but she looks none too happy about it. We got some stitching here, some laces, and this is another pocket here with a nice piece of ephemera and lace. Vintage lady with a doily, and it's on the back of some of that old hymnal music paper that I have. Just a little collage going on. Nice big card. This is some sari silk here, blue-gray sari silk. A pretty flower with some eyelet fabric. And more lace running down the side there on a piece of ephemera. Just yumminess in this book. I'm really pleased with it. Stitching here on a piece of newspaper. That's from the other side. And here's the back, and it's the same as the front with the pocket. It's on a piece of newspaper. And it opens up. Like I said, both of these will open. And I put another booklet in here, and it's tied with some gold, some form of twine. I don't know, but it's pretty. And on the front, I put a vintage lady and a teapot and some of an old book that I had that's the natural aged color of it. A little mini patch here. It's got a pocket here for storage. And it opens up. And on this side, we have another piece of ephemera, a little postcard, and a pocket that's a music envelope with a card in it. And on this side, we've got a double pocket with business cards. And at the top, it's got a little piece of paper with some lace and ephemera back here. And then some of that squiggly fabric I like to use. And then it opens up here. And you've got a big notepad for whatever you need, and a piece of burlap there. Here's a real pretty image of a lady on some ephemera with ticket on burlap for the pocket. And then this too has a pocket over here for whatever you need. It's a nice little handy dandy booklet. I'm not going to sit here and make y'all watch me tie this up with my fingers. So, let me close this up so you can see the back again, which is just gorgeous. I love this doily. Somebody put some work into that puppy. And then part of the napkin there. And I left the threads, as you can see. I left threads everywhere. If they drive you crazy, you can cut them off, but I think it just adds a little bit of character. And there's the front again with all the different fabrics and yumminess. I want to thank y'all so much for being here with me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye, y'all.